The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
Who are you?
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Make us mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment.
Oh.
However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
I remember this.
My Lady Inquisitor. Please, may I have a word with you?
It's always something. No.
How may I assist you, revered mother?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next divine. We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of Divine Justinia V.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Excuse me? They're like the heart of the Inquisition.
Why do you need Liliana and Cassandra?
They were Her Holiness's most trusted advisors. They represent her legacy, her hopes for peace in Thedas. They could rally the Grand Clerics to follow as no candidate from the clergy has been able to.
The clergy is that divided?
Are the Grand Clerics truly unable to elect a divine?
Everyone with the political support to succeed Justinia perished alongside her. Those who remain are unable to gather the majority of votes from the conclave of Grand Clerics. They have been deadlocked for too long. Lady Liliana and Seeker Cassandra were Justinia's most trusted friends and advisors. Our late divine is still held in high esteem. To honor her, the Grand Clerics might support one of them as successor.
Yay! How long would they be gone?
How long does the Chantry need them?
Several months, at least. If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be returning to the Inquisition.
Ha! Ha ha! Ha! I'd have to let them decide.
Liliana and Cassandra would have to make that decision for themselves.
And they certainly will, at a later date. The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to attend to. You must excuse us, revered
Oh, I have to speak to everybody at Skyhold. Again.
Don't let them detract from your victory at Alam-Shiral. We've beaten his wardens and stopped his intrigues. Soon, Corypheus will have no place to hide. Cullen is hoping to press our advantage. We'll plan our next attack when you're ready.
Yeah. The Pride had brought to speak with the advisors. Cool. I think I might start with the war table. Oops. And doing some missions there, just in case there, by some freaking miracle, there are short ones that I can do while I run around the Skyhold and speak with people. And that's nice. Oh god, this place gets more crowded by the second. Ooh. Is that Celine we're gonna judge? I don't know. Let's just head to the war table. Hopefully it's not just gonna like automatically trigger stuff and I'll be able to get away with just doing the operations I want to do. And then we have to head to the Emprise de Lyon, but it's gonna be ages till we get there because let's face it, talking to these people takes forever.
It's time to plan our next attack.
Just go
What's
straight
the state
into
of the
it.
Inquisition?
Our alliance with Orlais holds, for the present. They'll send aid on request.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlay's support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
We've still got
My
Samson to
agents
get rid of
agree.
though.
Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Let's hope for deserters.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
And we'll keep them there.
They've terrorized Thedas long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one.
Morrigan!
Fortunately,
Awesome modded
I
outfit.
can assist.
Please continue.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
Oh, darn. So much for the war table. Can we just do the war table first, Morrigan? Right with you, love. Right with you.
This is an Illuvian.
Ah, yes.
An elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost,
Nice work.
but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
An elven artifact.
This belonged to my people.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds.
Ooh.
Untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward,
Oh, yes.
he could succeed where I failed.
I remember the elven
The
temple.
Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Because it's totally normal to just walk through an Illuvian. Sure, why not? Why the heck not? I love the trees. They look so cool. Where are we? And why did I emerge first when she clearly went in before I did?
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
Well, that answers that question. Thank you, Morrigan.
I call it the Crossroads. A place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
Are we in danger? I don't know.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
So someone could technically use another Illuvian to get here, and then use that one to get through Skyhold. Not exactly safe, Morrigan.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor.
Was it in Flemeth's
Once,
grimoire?
They led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
What does that mean?
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I had a safe place to raise my son. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
I was trying to think of what save state I had exported from Origins into Inquisition. I had assumed it was the Dark Ritual performed because Faye was alive and Alistair was alive. Because we've contacted the hero Ferelden, and obviously we've already seen Alistair, but that answers that question. So Warrior does have a son. Great.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
You have a key?
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
So Corypheus wants this.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the
Ah.
Alluvion in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it.
So why doesn't he march on Skyhold then and use our Luvian? Though I suppose he doesn't know it's there, does he?
You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Such a pretty place. Okay, well, at least it puts me close to the war table. Ish. I mean, it's not like I'm on the other side of Skyhold. I can get through here. Somewhere here? Is that not how we get there? Oh, sorry. Next one across. This is the one I need. There we go. And then we go back to the war table. Then we'll judge Florian. Although why I'm judging him, I don't know. That seems like more of a task for Olay. Oh, I like how Morrigan now comes to the table. Oh, what did I say I was gonna get? Focus. I was gonna get the third tier of focus, was I not? Master focus. Increases maximum focus for all party members from 200 to 300. Yes, let's do that. Okay. Break venatory hold on Wycombe. Nightingale. The diplomat was right for all the good it did her. The Tevinter advisor was venatory, and the illness affecting the humans in the city was evidently due to the venatory planting red lyrium in the wells used by humans. Oh, that's terrible. Lady Guinevere got this information to me shortly before she was eliminated. I am attempting to remove myself from the area, but am unsure whether I will be successful. The nobles of Wycombe have mobilized their forces. They have killed the elves of Wycombe's alienage. No! And are marching upon the Dalish as well, convinced that their red lyrium sickness is actually some sort of elven curse. You uncultured dicks! I can't believe it. If I survive, I will be in contact. If not, I urge you to burn all contacts in Wycombe. The well is poisoned. Literally, in this case. Jester.
Any clues to his next move?
Some, but not enough for us to go on just yet.
Commander, the grand melee went well enough. We did not win a Banon, but Bryony placed high enough to attract the attention of half the lords in Ferelden. Also, she received 9 offers of marriage and 6 job offers. We might need to give her a raise. Nightcap from Rylan. Oh, that's funny. And I don't know if she's finished over. No. Oh, only 45 minutes to go. God, that means I've been playing this game for a while. Way too long. Now, which was the one? No, it was back here. This one, right? Yeah, this one. Draw out the Red Templar Lieutenant. Looks like Fairbanks was good on his word. The freemen were helping the Red Templars smuggle red lyrium through the jails. In exchange, they received gold and supplies, which was to go towards the furtherance of their cause. The hopes were fueled, then exploited. We can end this by drawing out the Red Templars responsible for encouraging freeman activity. Cullen. The Red Templars have already sent reinforcements to the Emerald Graves to protect their operation there. We can capture some of these reinforcements, to let them lyrium long enough, and they'll talk. Takes about the same time as it will take for Leliana to finish. So that is fine. There is so much to do here. But Aether's impacted by the Civil War. I feel like I should have finished all of these by this point in time, but there's just so many. Aiding Kirkwall, delicate negotiations. Oh my god, these things just keep appearing. The tumult of the Mage Rebellion has been quelled. However, the city where it all began, Kirkwall, still suffers from the consequences of the fanatic Anders' actions. Kirkwall was once my home. It was the home of Glander cleric Althena, who was a mother to me and so many others. I will not watch it languish. Starkhaven will soon embark on a mission of aid. We will send troops and workers to assist in the rebuilding and restoration of the city. I humbly entreat the Inquisition for help in this endeavour. Sebastian Verle. I will plead for assistance from our supporters around Thedas. Restoring Kirkwall, a symbol of all that's happened, could be a significant act that cements our alliances. That is also true.
Inquisitor.
Okay, so we're going for about 50 minutes rather than 45. And pride hath wrought. No, I need to liberate the Empress de Lyon. But I will. I should probably just do it while I'm here at the table, really. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take to speak to all my companions. I don't think it would take 50 minutes, would it? If it does, then I come back to the war table. Let's just do it. Just in case I don't come back to the war table before I head to the Empress de Lyon. My dearest Josephine, the hills of Empress de Lyon are in peril. A maidservant recently returned from visiting an uncle in Sarnia spoke of gruff, helmeted men about the village's quarry, and the appearance of strange red crystals in the fields close by. I suspected Red Lyrium and sent men to investigate, but the bridges leading to the area had all been destroyed. The Red Templar's handiwork, I wager. If we do not act quickly, all of the Highlands may be lost. I wish I bore fairer tidings, my dear. My warmest regards to your family. I pray for the quelling of these winter winds of chaos, that we may meet again in springtime. Your truest friend and ally, Edouard de Jardin. The Elsblood River froze over after an unseasonable chill. We'll need brave soldiers and sturdy mounts, but it's our only path into the mountains. So that took 20 of my power. We broke through to Sarnia, and lead scout Harding is with the vanguard sent to establish an Inquisition camp. Her early reports indicate that the Red Lyrium is spreading. Cullen. Not right now. So I've got 20 remaining. Ugh. Oh dear. Let's speak to Josephine before we head out to the judgment table. Table? Chair. Judgment chair.
Another letter for Master Tetris?
Really?
The Merchants Guild never gives up.
Of course it's Merchant's Guild.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port.
Seriously?
Until the Duchess was en masse, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
Well, at least they weren't bored.
No one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
They've already begun composing songs about it in Val Royale, no doubt. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
Celine knew. That surprised me there. So, well, Celine didn't know. She never indicated that she knew.
You'd think the game's greatest players would spot a murderer in their midst.
As I said, insularity. Familiar rivals become the only ones worth sparring with. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
Yay!
At least all this tedious maneuvering got us something.
You navigated it well. The Inquisition's reputation is now far more formidable in Orlais.
Yay.
Although I do wish Varric would show a bit more restraint in his accounts of the evening. I was hoping you'd be by. We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevada.
Really?
For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
Fantastic!
Then the Inquisition's deeds have won their respect.
They'd never have contacted us otherwise. Archon Redanus requests that the Inquisition, as a neutral party, destroy a venatory cult on the Nevaran-Tevinter border. King Marcus asks the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Nevara instead of Tevinter.
Can we just help them both? What would you do?
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
Strained as their relationship with Orlais is, I would assist the Imperium. Their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power. Tevinter is the longer, richer gain.
This is true. What's King Marcus like?
What sort of man is the King of Navarra?
At this point, elderly. Many fear his health will soon fail him. Still, he is a Pentagast. Their dynasty is exceptionally strong in Navarra.
Does Cassandra support him?
As a Pentagast, will Cassandra be upset if we don't help her relatives?
With all respect to Sikar Pentagast, her interest in politics is best described as thin.
Why does Radianus need us?
Why is the ruler of Tevinter turning on the Venatori?
He has little reason to love them. Archon Redanus has rightly identified Corypheus as competition. Few monarchs relish a self-styled god showing up to claim their throne.
What's the Archon like?
Tell me about Radanas.
Like most Tevinter rulers, he's heir to an ancient bloodline, politically shrewd, and a highly skilled mage. Rumor also claims he has an incredibly soft spot for cats.
Relate to Vinter.
Tell the Archon the Inquisition will do Tevinter the favor of wiping out the Venatori on its borders.
Very good Inquisitor.
Why can't we just help them
We'll
both by
inform
doing
him
it?
at once.
Why did I have to align myself with anybody? Yo? Josie? You don't want to chat? She's out. I think my game bugged, as per usual. Okay, let's go judge somebody. Look, man, you
I do
chair.
not believe a reminder is necessary for this accused. Her capture and disgrace could not have been more public.
They gave me
Grand
Celine.
Duchess Floriane de Chalon,
Celine.
although her
Florian.
titles are among the
Shit.
dignities
Florian.
already at risk of forfeiture.
In her ball gown.
You spared her life despite her treachery. What becomes of it now falls to you.
And she's still wearing a mask. Okay, that's just lazy animations on the part of BioWare. They really should have put her in something else. Our paths cross again. Welcome to my party, bitch. The Empress sent her here.
Empress Celine left her fate to me. Interesting.
Despite her posture, Lady Floriane has acknowledged your authority.
Has she
Should
now?
I curse you on behalf of the Elder One? I realized
Absolutely.
you had no intention of honoring the concordats I manipulated. Do as you must. I respect your mastery of the game, even as I despise your victory. Celine does not know her fortune.
Oh. Nice. I love it. Common work with the common. Exile out of my sight. Jess's outfit. Bad shoes. Oh, so tempting.
Like most nobility, she's
No,
never walked in the
Solus!
shoes of those she endangered.
Solus is impossible.
Lady Floriane, I give you a chance. Common work. Farm work. Do some good.
Sentenced to walk with animals? How droll.
What would Solus have wanted? To exile her? I think I'm too nice for him. He wants me to be a little more ruthless. Well, that was entertaining. I hope it hasn't ruined my romance with Solus. Otherwise I'm going to be very upset. Hey, Varric.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted.
LOL.
Anyway, you need something?
Your publisher lied to you? Oh dear.
Carry on.
We're good. Actually, I might go speak with Morrigan before I head the other way, because just trying to figure out the most productive way to circle this joint, and I think speaking to her now would probably be best. Where is she? She's the other way. Here she is. With her son, what's his face? I don't remember the name of her son. She's never had a son in any of my games. Because my default world state, having not played Origins, was without her son.
You're the Inquisitor.
My god, your voice is younger than you are. Is this concerning?
Mother never told me the Inquisitor was an elf.
Is that a bad thing?
That's not such a terrible thing, is it?
No, I just don't know why your people want to look like that.
Kieran, are you bothering the Inquisitor?
Of course not. Did you see what's on her hand, Mother?
I did see. 'Tis time to return to your studies, little man.
She dresses him like an Orlesian. I suppose since they lived in Orlais for so many years. I didn't catch a name, but bye.
My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally.
He's your son?
I didn't know you had a son.
Why would you? I take great pains to not let my own reputation affect him in any way. To most in the Imperial
well.
Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad. Perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy,
Kieran,
but
that's
seldom
it.
troublesome.
Where is his father?
Will his father be joining us as well?
I have raised Kieran on my own for quite some time now, as was my preference from the start. So, 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence.
You must be proud.
He seems like a fine young man.
But not the sort one might expect a woman like me to raise.
I didn't say that.
No son of mine would be raised in a marsh, bereft of contact with the outside world. His future will be difficult enough without
I
my
love that.
adding to his burden.
Passive
To
aggression
think,
at Flemeth.
Until recently, this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
You know about Skyhold.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves.
This I know.
They called it Tarar Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon
But
bones,
why?
silent until your arrival.
Why did they abandon it? I'm rather fond of it.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
Thank you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
Indeed. A terrifying prospect.
I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them.
Yes.
'Tis good of you,
Thank
considering
you.
the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed.
Yeah.
Or so they would have us believe.
Yeah. Okay. You know about elven law.
You seem to know a great deal about elven law.
The Dalish are not the only ones interested in the distant past, Inquisitor. Indeed, my skills allow me access to places the Dalish dare not even dream of. The ancient elves hold secrets they have not yet given up. Secrets about the foundation of Thedas itself. Thus, they are my focus. Corypheus clearly feels the same.
And about the Inquisition.
Now that you've seen the Inquisition up close, what are your impressions?
'Tis remarkable what you have built. I will give you that. Leniana has built a network of spies beyond anything Thedas has seen. All this in precious little time, conjured from thin air through the power of fervor alone. I wonder if Corypheus suspected what he was enabling, just as I wonder what will become of all this once he is defeated.
Well, that is a problem for Trespasser. DLC. Yeah.
We have to defeat him first. Then I'll worry about what's next.
Should that happen, the world will lie at your feet, more or less. Beware the heights you reach, Inquisitor. When this is done, many will be eager to knock you back down.
Tell me about it.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah yes, whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks?
Yep.
Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari Wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
You were in the Fifth Blight.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kukari Wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. She is the reason the Blight was defeated. I wish things had gone differently in the end. It had to be, yet And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
Tell me more about your son.
He is a very special young man.
Special in what way?
In every way. At first, Kieran was a means to an end. But as he grew, I never thought of myself as a mother inquisitor. I had no good example to follow. I find myself becoming something I can barely recognize.
Aww.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
She's so tame compared to how she used to be. Now, can you speak to Kieran at all? I don't think you can actually, so I'm not going to even try looking for him. Okay, well, thanks, Morrigan. That has been delightful.